The train station was colder than a forgotten winter. Wind whipped through the broken doors, rattling metal signs and freezing every breath into thin white clouds. Sam, a tired single dad working 2 jobs, pulled an old blanket tighter around his shivering 8-year-old daughter, Lily. She leaned into him, whispering that her toes hurt, and Sam felt that familiar stab of guilt, the one every struggling parent knows too well. He wished he could give her more. Just a warm home. A reliable car. A night without worry. Then, from the far bench, a tall man in a sharp, dark suit slowly approached them. His shoes were covered in slush. His lips trembled. His hands shook. And before Sam could ask if he needed something, the stranger, the same man whose face he had seen plastered across billboards as one of America's youngest CEOs, leaned in and whispered with a voice of heartbreak. "Can I slip under your blanket? Please, just for a moment. I'm so cold." Sam froze. What was a millionaire CEO doing begging a worn-out single dad for warmth on a filthy train station bench at midnight? Before we step into this emotional journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel. Your engagement helps us bring more life-changing, true-inspired stories to you each week. This is True Story Tales. Now, let's begin. Sam had never seen someone so polished look so utterly broken. The CEO's name was Ethan Cole, a man known across the country for brilliant business moves, luxury lifestyle photos, and interviews about success. Yet here he was now, hunched, trembling, his eyes red as though he hadn't slept in days. Sam instinctively wrapped his arm protectively around Lily. "Sir, are you okay?" he asked. Ethan swallowed hard. No. Not even close. Sam wasn't sure what to say. He didn't want to seem rude, yet everything about the situation felt off. Why would someone like Ethan Cole be alone, looking so desperate, at a rundown station in the middle of a winter night? Seeing Sam hesitate, Ethan blinked fast, embarrassed. "I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I'm not thinking clearly." He backed up a step. "I'll be fine." "Really?" But Sam heard Lily's soft voice, gentle, innocent, full of kindness that only children carry so easily. "You can sit with us if you want," she said. Ethan looked at her, his lips parting in surprise. Sam exhaled slowly, nodding. "Yeah, you can sit. But the blanket is for her." Ethan nodded. "Of course." He lowered himself onto the bench, still shivering. Sam noticed the man's hands, red, scraped, the nails chipped as if he'd been clawing through something rough. "Sir," Sam said softly, "your hands." Ethan stared down at them, almost as if he didn't recognize them. "I walked," he whispered. 7 miles. Maybe more. In this weather?" Sam asked, stunned. Ethan gave a broken laugh. "Trust me, the cold wasn't the worst part." There was silence. The kind that hangs heavy, making even the wind pause to listen. Finally, Ethan wiped at his eyes, ashamed. "I didn't mean to scare you. It's just, this is the first time I've spoken to someone today who isn't yelling or threatening me." He shook his head. "I'm sorry. I know you don't know me." Sam exchanged a glance with Lily. She was staring at Ethan with the same empathy she always had for people hurting, even strangers. Sam finally said, "You don't have to explain if you don't want to. But if you need help." Ethan laughed again, bitterly. "Help? I think I'm beyond that." But Lily tugged his sleeve gently. "My daddy says no one is ever too far gone to be helped," she said. "Sometimes people just need someone to be kind first." Ethan covered his mouth, eyes filling again, but this time, not just with exhaustion. With emotion. He softly whispered, "I haven't heard kindness in so long." Sam felt something shift in his chest. He knew that feeling. He lived inside it most days, the loneliness, the pressure, the fear of failing someone you love. "Tell you what," Sam said. "I've got half a thermos of soup left. It's not much. But it's hot." Ethan inhaled sharply, like he hadn't expected such humanity. Why would you give that to me?" he asked. Sam shrugged. "Same reason you asked for a blanket. Sometimes we're all just trying to survive the night." Ethan's voice broke. "Thank you. He cupped the steaming thermos like it was the most precious thing he'd ever held. His shoulders relaxed for the first time since he'd arrived. For several minutes, no one spoke. The wind howled, the lights flickered, and the station announcements echoed through the empty hall like ghosts from far away. Finally, Ethan spoke quietly. "I lost everything today." Sam frowned. "Everything?" Ethan nodded. "My company. My home. My friends. People I trusted." He shook his head, pain twisting his features. "One bad decision, one partnership I should have questioned, and they all turned on me. Accusations. Investigations. Lies. My bank account's frozen. Security blocked my access to my own building." Sam blinked. This wasn't the powerful CEO from the news. This was a man who'd been crushed under the weight of his own world. "Why walk?" Sam asked gently. "Surely you still have a car." Ethan's laugh was hollow. "Had. They repossessed it this afternoon." Sam felt Lily squeeze his arm. She whispered, "He needs a hug," but Sam gently shook his head. Not everyone wanted to be touched when hurting. He knew that too. Ethan rubbed his temples. "I had no one to call." And the cold, he looked up at them with painfully raw eyes. "I wasn't sure I'd make it to the station." Sam swallowed. He suddenly understood why Ethan had asked to slip under the blanket. That wasn't weirdness. That was survival. Lily leaned softly against Ethan's arm, a small gesture, but pure. "You're safe now," she said simply. Ethan's breath hitched. After a long silence, Sam asked, "Where are you headed?" Ethan shrugged. "Nowhere. Everywhere. I don't know." Sam hesitated, then said, "You can come home with us tonight, if you want." Ethan stiffened. I couldn't. I don't want to put your daughter at risk." Sam shook his head. "You're not a danger. Just a man who's cold and tired." Ethan's voice cracked. "Why are you being so kind to me?" Sam looked down at Lily, who had fallen asleep again on his side. "Because one winter," Sam said quietly, "when my wife died and I had nothing left, a stranger sat on a bench with me, and kept me warm with kindness. He didn't know me. Didn't ask for anything. He just made sure I survived that night." Ethan closed his eyes. A single tear rolled down. Sam added, "I promised myself I'd repay that someday." Ethan whispered, "And I promised myself I'd never end up like this. Funny how life works." Sam put a hand on his shoulder. "This isn't the end. Just a detour." When their train finally arrived, Sam helped Ethan climb aboard. Lily slept peacefully across both their laps, completely trusting, completely warm. During the ride, Ethan opened up about everything: the betrayal, the reporters waiting outside his home, the shame, the fear. Sam listened, offering comfort but never judgment. And somewhere between two small towns, Ethan muttered, "I'm going to rebuild. Not because I want the wealth back, but because kindness like yours deserves to be honored." Sam smiled softly. At Sam's small apartment, Ethan insisted on sleeping on the couch, even though Sam offered his bed. He was humble, grateful, and quieter than the confident CEO the world knew. Before dawn, Ethan washed Sam's dishes, folded laundry, and helped Lily pack her school bag, small gestures, but filled with sincerity. Then, with a steady voice, Ethan said, "When I rise again, and I will, you two will never struggle again. That's a promise." But Sam shook his head. "We didn't help you for repayment. We helped because someone once helped us." Ethan smiled through fresh tears. "Then let me pay it forward." Months later, Ethan rebuilt his career, not with flashy headlines, but with quiet determination. He launched a new company with a mission rooted in compassion and ethics. And the first people he hired were single parents, including Sam, who became his most trusted advisor. Lily. She now called Ethan her bonus dad. And every winter, all three of them visited the old train station, leaving blankets, thermoses of soup, and notes of hope for anyone who might need warmth on a cold night. Because kindness, real kindness, doesn't just change one life. It starts a chain reaction. A spark. A light in the darkness. A reminder that even in the coldest